What up, dudes? Day 3 post breakup. Um, it was a little bit easier to get through today. It was just a little bit easier. Um, you know, it's still hard sitting in this chair at this desk in front of this computer because I spent so much time both talking to her here, calling her, texting her, or just thinking about her, thinking about calling her, thinking about texting her, thinking about how her day is going, if she's gonna see me, all that stuff. Um, so I think I need to rearrange my room. But that being said, today I saw some friends. We drove up to a city a little bit north of us and picked up something that one of my friends bought on Facebook Marketplace, and we spent a good chunk of the afternoon disassembling her old bed frame and reassembling the new one. She bought a bed frame. Um, and I told them about the breakup while driving up, and it's still hard, but I didn't burst out crying during it. Um, yeah, it's crazy. I still feel this like knot in my stomach. It almost feels like a physical like weight or like pressure kind of. It just feels uncomfortable, and even now I feel that it wasn't there before the breakup, and it's here now. And yeah, I still felt that all afternoon. But later I went to a different friend's house, and we talked about everything. Man, it was crazy. We talked about everything going on. We talked about my breakup. We talked about how I feel. We talked about my future. We talked about her breakup, her problems, all that stuff. And it was hard. I felt like I was on the verge of tears a couple of times, but I didn't cry. I didn't force myself, but I didn't force myself not to cry, but um it didn't come out, and it felt really good talking about it. And then afterwards we played Just Dance on her Wii, and I felt a lot better. I think moving, I think being happy, being silly, being active, being positive, it all helps. Um, God, even as soon as she dropped me off at home, and as soon as she dropped me off and I came inside, I feel this sense of loneliness again. I feel that feeling in the pit of my stomach, but I don't feel like crying right now, which is good. I think it's getting a little bit easier, and I know that it's probably gonna be a fraction of a fraction each day. It's not gonna be like in a week I'm gonna feel fine again. Um, but I'm really hoping that every day it'll get a little bit easier, to the point that one morning I'll wake up and I won't be thinking about her, or at least it won't hurt as much. Or maybe there'll be a day where I forget to post one of these videos because I'm not thinking about her as much. That's my hope. Um, but god damn, it's crazy. It's crazy how much loving someone can change your life. Because man, 4 months ago, right? 4 months ago, we weren't even dating at all. I don't think I'd even had any interactions with her that thought would set us on the track of dating. Like we were talking online every day, but um, we hadn't had any physical interactions in person that made me think that like maybe that's like genuinely a possibility. Um, yeah, 4 months ago I wasn't in love with her, and now I am, and it's like it's crazy how that happens. Um, it's crazy how much someone can affect your life, and it's weird because I know that logically she listen if she's watching this, um, it's not a personal thing, but she just wasn't that good of a girlfriend because I would miss her every day, and I would tell her how much I missed her, and I would tell her how much I wanted to see her, and she wouldn't reciprocate that, and she wouldn't make time to hang out with me. And when I would FaceTime her, she would be watching TV. She would be distracted. She wouldn't be like focused on the conversation, or like I would try and tell her about like struggles. Like I would try and emotionally open up, and she wouldn't really have a dialogue with me. And I would sort of say like, well, I'm gonna wait to tell you until you're done with your homework so that you can actually like focus. And she like, no, it's like a podcast, which it's sweet, but it feels bad talking at someone and not having them, not feeling like they're hearing you or understanding you. And yeah, so it's like I logically know that she wasn't all that good of a girlfriend for me. And maybe in some sense she was right when she said that I could find someone who will be able to reciprocate those feelings for me. But god damn, what what gets me though is just the fact that she said that she loves me right before breaking up. I mean, I can still almost hear the words in my head of her being like, no, I love you, and and me saying like, I know this is gonna make it so much harder, but like, do you really mean that? And she said, yes, of course I do. You were the sweetest, most kind and caring boyfriend I could have asked for. And her saying, I really do love you, and I'll love you forever. And God, that just kills me to hear. That just kills me. This is the first girl that I've ever really loved and who has loved me back. And she said that while we were breaking up. That's actually crazy. Um, it's it's a lot, but it almost feels like a physical wound, and you can't force a wound to heal. You can stitch it shut, but it still has to heal internally. And that's how it feels with this too. Like you can't force it to heal up. You can definitely make it worse. Um, I think if you're constantly dwelling on it, it's the same as like constantly picking at a wound, and it'll just stay open forever. And even if it's not the original wound, it's the remnants of the wound that are what hurt so bad. And so I think I just need to sit with the hurt and let it heal. But fuck, it's hard. God damn, it's hard. I don't know if you can see, but like I have bags under my eyes. I keep waking up. Usually I sleep in until maybe 9 or 10 on the weekends, but today I woke up at like 7:30 and I just couldn't fall back asleep. It's that almost feeling of like anxiousness, but I'm not worried about anything. It's just, oh man. It's messed up. I totally understand why people say they never want to fall in love again, or that like why people enter a relationship but they try not to let themselves fall in love. I totally get it. I totally get it. I guess I kind of logically understood why they said that, but now I emotionally feel it. It's crazy. I didn't even date this girl for that long either. We had maybe like 4 really good dates. Somewhere between like 4 and 8, maybe 4 and 8 really good dates. But It's fucking hard, man. It's fucking hard. Ah, I don't know. I think that's all for tonight. I might keep crying. Um, but yeah, yeah. I really hope it gets easier.